How's it going, guys? We meet again. Please take out your English Year 5 textbook and turn to page 119. We're going to talk about a new topic, Unit 14, being a good citizen. First of all, let's wrap the Ryan. Wait a minute. I have to wrap the Ryan?
A good citizen, I'll try to be, do my part for my community. I pick up rubbish and keep it clean. I'll help to make it better for you and me. A good citizen, I'll aim to be, treat my neighbors with dignity. Love and help them with sincerity, no matter what religion or race they be. A good citizen, I want to be, follow all the rules of society. Obey traffic rules is one, you see. Obey the laws for you and me. A good citizen is easy to be. Helping the poor, I will always agree. Saving the animals and planting the tree. Be loyal and patriotic to my own country.
Well, guys, it really is a lot of fun, but let's cut to the chase and go back to the textbook. If you like, you can perform the rap and send a copy to me. Please turn to page 120. Let's listen and say. Listen to how some historical figures have contributed to our country. So let's look at this. Temenggung Datuk Kanang Anak Langkau was a brave soldier who defended Sarawak from the communists. Mat Kilau fought against the British, who made the people pay heavy taxes to them. Tan Sri Kwek Ho Yao donated generously to education and charity. Sibil Kapigasu had a free clinic and gave medicine to locals and anti-Japanese army fighters. Tan Sri P.G. Lim was a lawyer who fought for the rights of plantation workers, railway workers, and women. Listen again and match the historical figures to their contributions. Fought the British, who made people pay heavy taxes. Mat Kilau defended Sarawak from the communists. Temenggung Datuk Kanang Anak Langkau fought for women, railway workers, and plantation workers. Tan Sri P.G. Lim donated generously to education and charity. Tan Sri Kwek Ho Yao gave medicine to locals and anti-Japanese army fighters. Sibil Kapigasu. Alright, let's turn to page 121. It's a reading session. Let's read. Rentap is a hero of Sarawak. Do you know what he did to be called a hero? Read and rearrange the paragraphs to find out. 1. Rentap was a famous Iban warrior in Sarawak. He was the leader of the Ibans in Skrang and Saribas. He fought against the British led by James Brooke between 1840 to 1860. The second paragraph, I think, is in early 1850, Brooke built a fort at Nanga Skrang. Rentap was angry because the fort prevented the Ibans from getting to the sea easily. Rentap attacked the fort in 1853 and defeated the British there. The next year, Brooke's men attacked Rentap's fort at Lang River. Rentap escaped to Bukit Sadok and built a fort there. The next one, I think, is in 1857, James Brooke sent Charles Brooke to attack Rentap's fort at Bukit Sadok, but they were defeated. Charles Brooke attacked the fort again the next year. He failed again. In 1861, James Brooke's men attacked Rentap at Bukit Sadok again. Rentap was defeated. He escaped to Entabai. He died of old age in the 1870s. And the last paragraph is on 27th July 1993, the Sarawak government declared Rentap a hero of Sarawak. He had fought bravely to defend his land and his people. So apparently, we have answered the first question, which is read the story aloud in the correct order to the class. Next, let's try to answer question number 2. Was Rentap a good citizen? Of course he is. Give details from the story to support your answer. It is because Rentap is a warrior. He had fought bravely to defend his land and his people. Next, let's turn to page 122. It's another reading session. Let's read. As part of her Be a Good Citizen project, Nisha wants to help the blind by reading to them. Her classmates say that it is too difficult and that she should give up the idea. What should she do? Nisha talks to her father about her problem. Will he tell her to give up the idea too? Read what he says to find out. One day, my grandfather and I saw a young boy throwing things into the sea. We thought he was throwing pebbles. However, as we walked closer, we saw that he was picking up starfish and throwing them into the sea. Why are you doing this? My grandfather asked. The boy replied, the sun is very hot and the tide is going out. Soon, this area will be dry. The starfish will die if I don't throw them into the sea. I said, I think there must be hundreds of them on the beach. We can't save all of them. The people around said, there are too many of them for you to help. You are just one person. You cannot do it. The boy looked at us. Then he bent down, picked up another starfish and threw it as far as he could into the sea. After that, he said, well, I managed to save that one. And the other starfish you threw in before that one, said my grandfather. Then my grandfather and I joined the boy in throwing starfish into the sea. Soon, the people around also joined in. I learned a valuable lesson that day. Okay guys, now let's try to answer the questions that follow. 1. What do you think Nisha will do after listening to the story? Well, in my opinion, I think Nisha will give up the idea, and keep her project helping the blind by reading to them. Imagine you are the boy in the story. Tell your parents what happened to you that day. Well, this is how you can say to your parents, today, I go to the beach and I saw the tide is going out. Soon the area will be dry, but I saw a lot of starfish by the beach. So I pick up the starfish and try to throw as far as I can into the sea to save them. The people said there are too many of them for me to help, and I'm just one person. I look at them, I pick up another starfish and threw it into the sea, and I told them I managed to save one. Okay, question number 3. What does the story teach us? Well, I think the story teaches us to never give up. What do you think? Okay, let's proceed to page 123. It's a writing activity. Let's write. Emily wants to write about a few good citizens. She looks for information in the library and makes some notes on 3 people. The first one is Datuk Mat Saleh. He is a brave warrior. Number 2, Tan Sri Dr. B.C. Sekhar. He is a research scientist. And the last one is Chung Keng Kui. He's a philanthropist. Philanthropists is a people that donate a lot of money to the charity. So use the information above to complete what Emily writes about Datuk Mat Saleh. For example, the first one, Datuk Mat Saleh was a brave warrior. He was against the British because they made his people to pay heavy taxes. He fought the British for 6 years. He died on January 1900. Alright, let's try the next one. Tan Sri Dr. B.C. Sekhar is a research scientist. He modernized the rubber industry in Malaysia. He fought for the rights of the plantation workers. He made sure they received a monthly salary. Okay, let's try the last one. Chung Keng Kui is a philanthropist. He gave scholarships to many poor students. He built many schools in Penang. He donated to the temples of Penang and Perak. So guys, I think that's all for today. Next week, we are going to proceed the remainings of the topic. So see you guys next week.